Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded at the goal line.
Ready? Ready. Guys, Mike, 49. It's our time. It's our time. Shut up!
Murray has the first down and more. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And this one complete to Reed. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 70, Indy, Greystone, travel.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
You draw quarter.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Now.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
60 outlaw.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Topper. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run it with Jacobs. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Second and goal from the 1. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll go with the keeper, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You better be afraid of me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And oh, he coughed it up, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go, G. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Three down.
On second down, Penn. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Yeah. Pittsburgh. March 49. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On third and short to give to the tight end. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Not quite enough leg. This one was on target, but it needed a little more behind it. And by about the width of a football, this will stay a tie ball game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check safety. Check safety.
X3, 218, chopper.
58, come on. 58, come on. Double dog. That's the way.
Check, hey, lock it.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
General West.
Here's a second and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
Ready, ready. 10 logo.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Hey, Wahoo.
58, 58, Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Get it.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll find Moreau here. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Protein spill. Yo, 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 cheese, let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First down, Raiders.
Here we go, set, 8, read.
Come on. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bomber.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Watch his leg, watch his leg.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the draw, Richard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Go.
Here's Jacobs, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? This is Richard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Here's Bridgewater. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. So we got man. Mike 50, Mike 50. Don't get nervous.
Murray now on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
50, Mike 50. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
1st down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Gold is good. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards were the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Play fake. Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
49.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
2nd and 11. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he sheds himself free. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Got it.
Come on. 58. Come on.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, high 7. Now.
Here I come. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58. Right there.
Ready?
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you.
On 1st down, Penn. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Penn. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Henry, this is the mark. I don't think you got it, sir.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Strong left. You got three down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Set. Go to base. Mike 50, Mike 50. Yo.
Hey, no, look up. Hey, we got Mike.
They'll try to run this one in. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Come on,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A gain of 19 in picking up the 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
58, boy, 58. 58 to Mike. I got you. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
You draw quarters.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find his running back here, Richard. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on first down. Pin. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Here we go.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here it comes.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up.
X3, 218, chop it. Hurry. Hit it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Second and 9 now. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
'58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We go.
Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 16 yards on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Cardinals, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get to